There's Minnesota, 7 games behind.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right. It's still nice work considering where they are.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. So it's Minnesota now. Edwards, that's good. We've got a good... matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
SGA with a steal. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Randall outside, and stolen by Holmgren. Here's SGA. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. He got it. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he cranks it in! Right on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Goodness.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect, if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. SGA's got 7.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
The 3, DiVincenzo knocks down the long J.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's SGA. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Hartenstein slams it in.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
DiVincenzo can't hit. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. And stolen by Hartenstein. Knocks it loose. Williams' shot is good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's out of bounds. Minnesota.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Dort for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. All right, a chance to check out stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
game, and their defensive intensity was special. They were number 2 in the league in steals, just so good at being pests and remaining opportunistic on that end of the floor.
And they have to be pleased with their low turnover rate. It's the best in the league because they are fantastic at maintaining control. Now here's McDaniels in his last outing with 12 points.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
McDaniels against Holmgren. Here's Williams. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders. McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Pass to Edwards to stop the drought. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he sinks the second. Thunder leading by 8. Here's Mitchell. Yep, count it.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder earning this break in the action, up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So it's Oklahoma City now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Taking a look at the Thunder. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Mitchell out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. Mitchell, the pass to Holmgren. From the arc. And it's Mitchell, the miss. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, B.A., way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Pass to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 10. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. And Hartenstein slams it in.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Oklahoma City making a switch here. SGA's checked in. And we take a look at the best shot blocking in the real NBA. Chet Holmgren, 4th.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
Hartenstein's gone 50% from the field, 3 out of 6. Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
2 teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that. And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Here's SGA. Knocks down the 18-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Randall hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
Edwards for 3. The putback. Gobert, no good.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Here's Holmgren. Rebound, Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
They're really working the paint now.
So Mark Degno will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Make some noise.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Outside, Williams. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, BA. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Williams drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Edwards with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got 7 points.
Throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
And stolen by Edwards. Dort with a steal. Right side, SGA. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Gobert. Tries again. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
SGA against DiVincenzo. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Gobert. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Randall outside. Now here's Gobert. So far he's averaging 11 points a game.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Williams from long range. No luck on that one. For 3, DiVincenzo. Tie game in Minnesota. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
26, Oklahoma City. 26. These are your tickets. Second quarter. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. The referee of the shot.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. It'll be the Suns against the Heat in Miami. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
Two of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the center position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Edwards, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
That's to Holmgren. 4-3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Randall. He's off on the layup. Oklahoma City leading by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you.
He's a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Back to Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Carlson. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Carlson's got his first bucket in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Williams is checked in for Carlson. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. All right, let's take a minute now to see which point guards have been shooting the best from the free throw line during the last month of play. 5th is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, when this group goes to the line, odds are they're sinking their shots. As a result, the defense really has to question whether they can be as aggressive as they'd like to be.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
On the wing, SGA. DiVincenzo covering. And it's Holmgren missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable. And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Chet going to work inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
McDaniels Solid defense from Williams. Thunder leading by 7. Outside, SGA. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. When this game is done, they'll be off to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip.
Shot fake leads to a trip to the line for DiVincenzo. Nice move.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And Minnesota with some changes. Freeman, he's checked in for Miller. Highland comes in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for McDaniels. Then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein comes in for Holmgren, and it's Wallace in for Dort.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reeds. Randall comes in for Freeman. McDaniels is checked in for Conley. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. Up top, Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. That one falls.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jade McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. SGA against DiVincenzo. SGA can't get it to go.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the... Draws, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
First team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
Number 21.
Previous play is
Wiggins.
It's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. And here's Edwards. Blocked by Wallace. Here's SGA. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. Fires the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City, helping them space the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Jalen Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. And Minnesota with some changes. Juzang, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Williams. And stolen by Edwards. Randall with it. Now Wiggins defending. Randall can't hit. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Shot is good by Edwards.
And, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams from long range hits a three-pointer.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And we've got a timeout call by Mark Dagnall, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Juzang, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Then for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren. He's checked in for Wiggins, and it's Lou Dort in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen here, guys.
Allie, thank you.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long.
Play to win. And Williams is so poised down inside. He just gets it done from anywhere on the court.
McDaniels. Yes! Using that window.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Thunder leading by 9. Holmgren. Holmgren's size beats the contact.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog at Holmgren.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career. Had to back it up that way.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. SGA's checked in for Joe. Here's Edwards. From deep. Oh, he cannot hit.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
He launches. Holmgren there for the rebound. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Thunder.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Chet Holmgren.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Don't do anything silly, just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
It's good!
Assisted by Dante.
And stolen by Edwards. From deep three-point land, cleared away by Hartenstein. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Misses the three. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is...
Shea, you were using the...
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA.